Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. Gigi here. How you doing today? I am here for another collective reading. See what's going on. I just spent the morning cleansing all of my oracle cards, and as I pull my handwritten cards over the course of this week, I will be doing a cleanse of the energy to get them ready for the full moon. I'm putting everything out and charging everything this month, everything. I am trying to do a complete purge of all of the energy and trying to just channel something new. It's been so much of the same thing, and I want to just see what we can do now that we have some fresh energy. I've been when I was cleansing the new beginnings, I was getting all kinds of messages, just all kinds of things like somebody's about to be divinely blessed, somebody's extraordinarily protected. It's worth the wait. All kinds of stuff was coming out. So we're just gonna see what's going on. Just cleansing the space. I just want to say thank you all for all the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, interactions. The last few readings have been kind of odd, just odd. There's about to be a war. There's literally possible craziness happening. I don't know. I just feel like this is about to be a crazy Christmas for some people. According to my crystal ball, I'm seeing about 4 to 6 sets of people that are just in our small collective may very well have extraordinary Christmases this year. 4 to 6 families just in our small little family. Maybe more. I'm hoping it's all of us, guys. I'm hoping it's all 280 of us. I really do, because it's that time of year where, I want to just shake the snow globe and just wish for the best, you know what I mean? So anyway, let's just get started. We have, of course, the zodiac oracles, both parts of moonology, romance oracles, and new beginnings. Nothing besides just those few messages came out before, so we'll just get started. Holy Spirit, please come down and protect and guide me as I channel the energy that surrounds our collective. Archangel Gabriel, please allow me to channel through you clear, honest, and precise messages for the collective. Archangel Michael, please protect this reading as I channel the energy. Only allow heaven's white light to surround us. Cast any darkness back to where it belongs, please, and thank you. Holy Spirit, what is the zodiac energy surrounding this reading, please, and thank you, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, what is the energy that's surrounding this collective? Zodiac energy surrounding this collective spirit. What is this reading? What is the zodiac energy for this reading, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Virgo. The zodiac energy. Thank you. Saturn, Capricorn, and Mercury, which is, I believe, 2 Virgo and Gemini. Virgo, Gemini, and Capricorn. Check your placements, please. On the bottom of the deck, we have Jupiter, which is Sagittarius. Romance oracles would like to start today. Okay. What is the romantic energy surrounding us, Holy Father? See somebody planning and saving for a ring. How they're going to do it. They're looking at places, romantic places. how they're going to get there, when they're going to get there. They're just planning out something extraordinary, a very romantic, very elaborate, like, I'm doing it right. I'm going to do it right. It's going to be something to behold. If there's any doubt in her mind when it happens like this, she won't have any other choice. She's going to be so dumbfounded. Like, he's like, I refuse to lose this time. Picking up second jobs, doing side hustles, gig work, whatever they got to do to make the extra money. They're like, I'm going to make this Christmas a good one for myself and my whole family. What's the romantic energy, Holy Spirit? Start now, save your money. Work extra hours if you can. There's deception. Who's deceiving them? Do not feel like you're deceiving yourself. Don't pull the wool over your own eyes. Don't think that you can't do it. Don't let yourself get down. Don't deceive yourself or anybody else. He's like, I'm trying to protect someone from getting hurt really bad because of somebody's deception by moving my ass to do the right thing for once and growing up and pulling my head out of my butt. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. Yeah, it's with himself. He's doubting himself. He doesn't think he can do it. He's just basically pulling the wool over his own eyes. Pay attention to the moon phases. Where's that book? Get you this book right now. Get your behind to either barnesandnoble.com, into an actual Barnes & Noble online. Moonology, Working with the Magic of Lunar Cycles by Yasmin Boland. You can also pick yourself up these 2 decks of cards if you so choose. Okay, but go read that book. Okay, pay attention to the moon phases. Pay attention to your zodiac chart. Learn about the different parts of who you are in a different kind of way to help you. There's also an app that I had, or a website I saw, where they actually help you with like different things mentally about your zodiac sign and how to handle it depending on where, different placements in your chart. So just utilize astrology. It's helpful. I personally use it. That's how my brain calculates this, like my life, like paying attention to astrology and paying attention to the horoscopes and the way the planets align with the moon and all of the things. It really is important, especially if you're getting down in a funk. I see somebody kind of like in a funk, like planning and wanting to do it, but second guessing himself. What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? What is the zodiac energy or romantic energy? What is the romantic energy? What is the romantic energy, Holy Spirit? Draw. Cut the deck and draw how many? 6. Cut the deck. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Remember, there's passion. Children. There might be children involved. Either you may have kids, want kids, however. There's codependencies, trust issues, possible religious factors that are clouding people's judgment and possibly affecting the start of a new love or a reconciled love. But there's a lot of passion, but there's somebody like literally like maybe because of all of these things here and the possibility of this, that they're like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it? Like, as they look at rings and look at ways to propose, because they know there's this, they're like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it joining families? Is it worth it? Is it worth it having more kids? Is it worth it? Is it worth it because of how my religious factors are? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I've got codependencies. Am I going to be able to stop them? They're not, that other person's not going to want it around kids. Am I going to be able to do it? But I'm looking at rings, and I'm looking at ways to propose, and I'm looking at houses, and I'm looking at cars, and I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at that. Second guessing themselves. But they can have a lot of beautiful things. Passion, a new love, possibly like expanding families, joining families, building up trust, getting away from any deception and codependencies, maybe stepping into new religious factors or expanding on the ones that you already have instead of looking at it as a positive thing. They're like back and forth between, you know, the darkness and the light. They're like wanting to fight the good, but they can't. And they want to, you know, they want the good, but the bad's kind of sitting there, and they're like, is it really bad, or is it just my outdated ways of thinking? Can I trust this person? My heart's a very fragile thing, I hear. My children, I want good role models for them. Is this person a good role model? Well, do they have kids? How are they with their kids? How are they with other people's kids? How are they, you know, just in general? I mean, everybody has their ups and downs. Nobody's perfect. We're all human beings. Kids get out of hand. Like, let me tell you, I'm not going to be the first. I'm not going to lie to you. There are times where I have to shout because my son has selective hearing. Like, legit selective hearing. I legit had to go and have his ears tested to make sure that everything was kosher because he legit will ignore me. Okay? So, kids are difficult, especially at, like, this tender age of 2.5 to 3. Like, the first 3 years of a child's life is the most important. That's that bonding factor. You know, that's where all the core values are, you know, developed. And it's extraordinarily important to make sure that you're exposing your children to good people. Like, I try to keep my son around people, like-minded people, you know, good church-going people. I also have my new age side. I mean, I have a, you know, kind of on the in-between myself, you know, with where my family lies and where my people lie and all the things. So, I mean, you have to just use your discernment. But don't let it keep you stagnant. What does it say? Because this could be the one. Spirit. You want to risk it for self-doubt. You want to risk it for self-doubt. I mean, that's your choice. Your choice. Sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Anything else, Spirit? No, we want to move on to Moonology. Oh, love yourself first. Yeah, make sure you're using discernment, taking care of yourself, self-love. Make sure you're playful and release your ex, because if you have any old, outdated things that might be stagnant because of your ex, possibly because of your children and your ex and all of the things, you got to remember that, you know, it did say, or it could be your soulmate. You know, we have new love, passion, we have playfulness here, you know, but there's a lot of things here that needs to stop. Any deception, codependencies, lack of self-care, you know, you need to change that. Release any exes that may have you stuck up in your head, possibly because of religious factors in children, possibly because there has been some trust issues in the past. Not really who's going to have trust issues. The feminine might have trust issues because of lying and deception that was done because of him, so he's a little nervous about that. But there is this, the passion, the new love, the possibility of a soulmate, the playfulness. He wants to. He's on the fence. He's back and forth. He's up and down. It's like one of those shit or get off the pot things. Like if you're sitting there looking at rings and venues to do all the things and how to go about doing it in the most romantic way possible, I mean, you will pretty much have your mind set, but you're letting stagnation get to you. Like you're literally like, You're like right there. You just got to do it. Being said between now and Valentine's Day. There needs to be some forgiving and learning. Absolutely. Draw how many cards, Spirit? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. You need to heal any family issues that may involve this ex and the kids and the religious factors. There needs to be some forgiving and learning about any, broken trust, deception, and any of that nonsense. You need to heal that stuff, because right now you feel like there's a whole lot of unrequited love, possibly because you're not taking care of yourself. Are you showering daily? Are you brushing your fangs? Are you washing your ass and your clothes and changing your linens and cleaning your house and doing your dishes and all of that? Are you loving yourself first, or are you too busy sitting here up in your head? Okay, get out of any unrequited self-love for yourself, because right now you need to remember that it's safe for you to love, because there is passion and playfulness, and this could be, your soulmate. This is new love with somebody that will probably change your life for everything that it needs to be changed for. Like shit or get off the pot, man. I was hoping to not curse too much this time. We're gonna try to get away from swearing a whole lot. We're gonna do my best. What is this? There's chemistry. Yeah, you need to harness that. On the bottom, engagement. What did I say? Yeah. You need to let your friends help you. Pay attention to any red flags. Now, it comes back to the red flags within your mind. Don't let get up here too much. That's why I'm saying pay attention to the moon cycles. You need to journal. You need to pray. You need to meditate, listen to music, dance, get outside, exercise, eat right. Where are we going next? Can I pull the cards? Okay, pull the cards. Get away from any unrequited self-love, self-deception, any of that nonsense. Get away from it. And the reason why is because you're going to miss out on a soulmate of a lifetime if you don't. And it's going to go to somebody, possibly a divine masculine. The twin flame journey may actually happen. It may come to an actual head. It may actually come to fruition. And the whole spiel will leave somebody in the dust, and they'll just be forgotten forever, if that's really what you want. But I don't think you really want it. Not because, especially because I see you looking at engagement rings, specifically one in particular. It's got your eye, and you're looking at it, trying to figure out a size and how much it's going to cost, and then on top of it, all the other things. And you're trying to figure out a budget and trying to see, don't let the amount that you're looking at scare you. You need to budget your money. You need to, if you're worried about, maybe you need to start meal prepping. Maybe you need to start looking at how to, budget your finances better. Go find Dave Ramsey. He's amazing. Go find you some podcasts about financial budgeting and all of that. It's very simple. Write it out on a piece of paper. Put all your bills together, get them on auto pay, and then whatever's left, you need to budget that accordingly and put like percentages into a savings account, and then the rest needs to go to what it needs to go to. Right now, what is your goal? The holidays are coming. You want to get this engagement thing happening. You want to do all of this. You need to think about it. And if that means you need to do your normal job and then maybe pick up a side hustle or two and just stack up all that side hustle money and just make that your savings and do what you got to do between now and whenever. Attention to the moon. It really means something. Pay attention to your placements and see what could be, go on to astrology. I use 3 different places for my I also have my personal astrologer that I get monthly, or tri-monthly personal horoscopes, and sometimes they get updated. But we have astrology.com. I use horoscope.com, and I use tarot.com. Those are the three that I use, plus my personal astrologer. Okay? So, go find you some trusted astrology sites and find you some things for your horoscope. Pay attention to it. Look up your birth chart. Go to astrosofa.com or cafeastrology.com. Both of those sites also have daily horoscopes. So use those. Pay attention to those. Pay attention to your placements. See where the retrogrades are happening. See all of that. Because when certain things get agitated, let me tell you, when certain placements happen, you know. All right, what does the moon have to say about all of this, Holy Spirit? Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. Yeah. Especially about yourself. Well, I can't do this. I don't want you. Well, if you really don't wanna, then don't. If you really wanna and you're just being lazy, then you need to pick your ass up, release that negative, toxic way of thinking and get your ass to moving, especially if you want to boss up and go propose to somebody. That ring is beautiful. Whoever gets it is going to be extraordinarily lucky. I would suggest if you're contemplating the size, bigger is better. You can always have it sized. I don't know. Like somebody's contemplating something, bigger is better. You can always size it, especially in rings. It doesn't matter. Yeah. What else? A fiery climax approaching. Yeah, that's that engagement. That's a full moon in Aries. We just had that. Surrender to the divine. You know, maybe this particular energy I've seen is going through a spiritual awakening, needs to start paying attention to the moon. Full moon. We're about to come into a full moon on Friday. 3 days? What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, Friday, 19th. Full moon in Taurus. You need to surrender to the divine. I mean, with the big time. Get your mind right. You'll be abundantly rewarded. Don't be afraid. It's worth it. What else? Holy Spirit. What else? A new start is coming. That's that engagement. Hold your vision about what you want. Don't get complacent. Don't get complacent and get out of your head. Getting out and doing something and not being in that house in the dark. Just open up the windows. It's too dark in that apartment or house or whatever room it is that you're in. I can't really tell. It's too damn dark. Quit living in the darkness. Open up the blinds. Get outside. Go do something. If you need to pick up a second hustle, it'd be good for your mentality. Go in the car and listen to some Dave Ramsey podcasts while you're doing something. Maybe go deliver some things. I don't know. DoorDash, Postmates, whatever it is that they do in your area. The easy things that you can make your own hours, and they always have all different. Go do something like that. Go pick up a weekend job. Go get you something at the mall for like a seasonal job. You know, whatever you got to do. If this is what you want, go do something. You know, maybe getting an actual second job that you have no other choice but to go to might be good for you. Where, you know, you get off of work at this time and you got to be there at this time, and like you have no other choice. I would suggest doing something seasonal, part-time on the weekends. A personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, getting out of a complacent mindset, being too down on yourself, you know, releasing all of that negativity, and you're about to have that new start that's coming. You're going to reach resolution thinking that you're not worthy, and you're going to find your divinity. You're going to find your power. You're going to find your strength. You need to hold your vision. That's that engagement. With that, if you can get to that engagement part where you get the yes, everything will fall into place. If you want it bad enough, if it's worth thinking about and putting that kind of effort and want into it and energy into it, like you are legit showing me the ring. It's gorgeous. You know, like your energy's like legit trying to figure out sizing. You're looking at different hotel rooms, like for romantic getaways. Like, all I hear is Beyonce, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Meditate and contemplate about the situation. Full moon, new moon in Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Cancer. On top of all that over there. Meditate and contemplate about the whole thing. Surrender to the divine so all the good things can happen. You can have that new start coming and that personal issue, all those personal issues reaching resolution, clearing the air about any deception and lies, getting out of any codependencies. I'm seeing being like putting toxic nonsense into your body, processed food, sugar, probably alcohol. I don't know, somebody may be smoking cigarettes. Don't let pride get in your way or ego. Full moon in Leo. Our new romantic cycle begins again. It's that engagement. New moon in Libra. Balance spirituality and practicality with meditating and contemplating and surrendering to the divine. Because right now luck is on your side. I believe Jupiter is somewhere doing something to trigger good luck. Go look at it, and this is a new moon in Sagittarius, and you know, again, Pisces. Somebody's got to get out of their emotions. Got to stop letting their emotions rule them. Don't be so much of a moon child. Learn how to utilize your moon and your sun sign and your rising sign and all of the other placements to balance yourself out. Channel whatever Libra you may have in you, if you have any, or try to figure out how to balance yourself out like a Libra scale. Anything else from the moon? Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, and that's getting your finances in order. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. This was full moon in Taurus. Yeah, that's coming on Friday. By Friday, you should have a practical plan in line. I'm being told that you may want to consider something by the following week. I don't know. Adjustments are required. Like I said, picking up that second job. This is third quarter moon. Yeah, this is... so first quarter moon, full moon, and then second quarter, and then third quarter moon is as it's waning. Yeah. And then the new moon. You need to make some adjustments. There's a lot of things that need to happen. You got to get a second job. I really, like, it's important for all intents and for just your own mental well-being. What is this? Communication is key. Yeah, about, you know, opening up about any lies and deception. That's telling the truth about things. Somebody's scared to do it because of spiritual, religious factors. You willing to lose out on all of this? Not really. Just trying to find my courage. Trying to get my confidence back. Expect powerful change. There will be once you get engaged. Show the world the real you. It's that hopeless romantic side that I see. Like, you got all the hearts and rainbows. You planning it. Like, I see it. I see it. All's the hearts and rainbows. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Like, I can tell. I can see it. I can tell. You're good enough. Yes, you are. You sure are. On the bottom of the deck, emotions are running high. Yeah, they are. What's underneath? Believe in the impossible, and because your conclusions are within reach. That blue moon, that super moon, conclusions are within reach. Yeah, you are good enough. Expect powerful change if you believe that. So start praying, meditating, and getting your head right with spirit, bro. If you want to do all the things with the hearts and the rainbows and the love and the kisses and all of that, you need to get your head right. I'm being told somebody needs to take a vow of celibacy and keep it. Somebody's saying, I'm single and I don't really want to mingle. That vow of celibacy is just something that happens. It's not intentional. It's happening, but I'm keeping it. I don't want to get into no trouble with no thotties. Are the exact words I'm seeing in my head. No thotties. Too many thotties, not enough real women anymore. But I found one, and I'm willing to do just about anything. I just got to get my head out of my ass, so I can go get that engagement ring, and I can go get my ass where I need to be. Oh, I forgot to do the timeline update, guys. Today is November 16th, 2021. It is 2:57 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Central Valley, California. 31:16 on the timeline here for the video. Yeah. Spirit's like, you didn't tell me what today was. For those who are watching, who care? I say it for people who are watching, and this is happening in time for them. You know, time is fluid, past, present, future. But for those of us who are experiencing these things in time, in real time, it's good to check, you know, when these videos are happening and they're resonating, because you can look at it and see what the moon placement was and all of those things. So that's why I do the timeline updates. All right. What does this deck have to say, Spirit? Take a reality check. Yep, and that's getting your finances and career in order. Attend to the details. Doing what you got to do. Applying to jobs, getting gig going, doing whatever. Hustle. You got deadlines. You got things you want to do. Like there's no more make it or break it. You got to do it. So we have full moon in Capricorn, last quarter moon in Virgo, full moon in Scorpio. Plus all the other stuff if you guys are keeping track. Breathe through the tension, yeah, and that's the best way to do that is through prayer and meditation, specifically meditation. Even, not actually, verbal prayer, like speaking out loud to spirit, it helps, especially if you need to purge emotions. It'll help with your breathing, especially if you're dealing with any anxiety. Full moon in Libra, find balance. What was I saying before? Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind, pray and meditate. You got to get out of this funk. Leave the past behind you. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, yeah, leave any doubts, any outdated ways of thinking, leave it all behind you. Move forward. Believe in the impossible. Believe in good fortune. Believe in people being able to understand more than you give them credit for. Tell them what you got to tell them. Speak from the heart. It's extraordinarily important. Make sure you're speaking from the heart, sincerely. People, the influx of your voice will speak volumes, you know, because I feel like, is this conversation going to have to be over the phone? Some of it, yes, but the most important, the engagement part, those things that I have to come clean about have to be done in person. The other things I can do over the phone and be easier, less stressful. What else? Full moon in Pisces, yeah, forgive. You need to first and foremost forgive yourself for any childish behaviors, any nonsense, any lies, any deception. Then you need to ask for forgiveness. And like I was saying, you need to make some phone calls and get your ass to where you need to be to ask for those things if you want that engagement. You got to leave the past behind you, along with any old, outdated ways of thinking, especially if you're spiritually awakening, especially if you're part of a twin flame journey, especially if you're watching me. You got to get out of any outdated ways of thinking. And if you're afraid, find your confidence first. Let's have a conversation about this really quick, okay? If you have lied to some people that you're afraid to come clean about, but you want to go and propose to somebody and you want to do this, that, and the next thing, here's what I would say. You have one of two ways that you can do it. You can go do the proposal and do all of that and get that forgiveness and hearts and rainbows with your person that could be there as your support to go and sit down and have these conversations and be there to say, yeah, this is the truth of what really happened. He kind of screwed up because he was in a mindset, and we want to sit here and have a conversation as a family. Or you can go make the phone calls you need to, clear the air before you bring this person into it, who then may have to deal with ridicule and nonsense, but will be there either which way to support you. But I think that, you need to make that decision for yourself. Use your discernment, do what you got to do. But you have two options here. Or you can sit in the lifestyle you have right now and live in misery and pain, like I've been seeing you back and forth between. Are you happy with your life? No, not at all. His head is shaking and he's crying. Like he's hurting inside. He's like, I do not like this life. I feel trapped in my own world. In a dark place. I feel like I'm going down upside down in a rabbit hole, and I got stuck and all the blood's rushing to my head and I feel like my head's going to explode. Well, there you go. You got choices to make. You got decisions to make. I see you looking at that ring. You need to get your finances in your shit in a pile, man. See the bigger picture and then go for it. You want that engagement, go for it. Do what you got to do. You got choices. Work through your feelings. Yeah. Be humble and take inspired action. Let the want of this engagement and that happy lifestyle and all of those things be your inspiration. Be humble about it. Humble yourself. If you feel like, I work 40 hours a week, I should be able to do that. No. In this day and age, you need like 10 hustles to be able to feel comfortable. Like, no bullshit. Like, $100,000 a year is living kind of okay. Like, you need to have like $300,000-$400,000 coming into a household nowadays, especially on the coast where I live. I'm like 3 hours from the coast, but the freaking economy at, oh my God, almost $5 a gallon. You got to humble yourself. You got to get your ass to work. Boss up. Boss up. Be real about the situation. Just like I was saying, get real about the situation. You need to hustle your ass. You got kids you got to support. You got things you got to do. You got somebody you want to propose to. Like, if you get married, you're gonna want to buy a house. You're gonna want to do all the things. Like, you need to cool the jets. Relax, meditate, pray, make a plan, and get your shit in a pile. Full moon in Aries. Believe in your good luck. Full first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, like I said, go see where Jupiter is. That's, I believe, the planet of luck. See where that is in your chart, in accordance to your chart. Figure it out. You got to cool the emotions and the self-doubt. My left ear is starting to tingle and warm up. Like somebody's touching my ear and the side of my face. Kind of like somebody's like wanting to like whoosh fraba, like relax. Yes. Rub your temples. Woof fraba, whoosh fraba. Woof fraba, la la la. What else? Embrace the flow of life. Yeah, don't stay stagnant. Flow with life. Do the things that are going to bring you joy. What's on the bottom of the deck? Go deeper. Yeah, dig deeper in yourself. Don't get complacent. Don't drag your ass. Get up and go. Do what you got to do. Get some exercise. Eat right. Get yourself on a schedule. Get yourself on a routine. If you got to be at work at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning and you get home at 4 or 5, fine. Get home, have dinner, wash up, get your ass in the whatever, and go do what you got to do. If that's like going and picking up a night job for a few hours, like 4 or 5 hours at night, getting home at 10 or 11, you can get home 10 or 11, have yourself a snack, get yourself some, and then go to bed and get yourself up. You get 6 to 7 hours of sleep. You good? Just for a couple of months to get you some extra money. Do what you got to do. They're paying like $15+ an hour on top of, whatever else you're making part-time. Something's better than nothing. I'm sitting here like life lessons with Gigi, trying to coach somebody to get their head out of their butt. Don't be embarrassed. Who cares? Do you know how many freaking times I've had to do so many different side hustles? Like, humble yourself. Realize that this is the way of the world. What's on here? Reveal what needs to be seen. Yeah, the truth of the matter. The truth about your feelings. The truth about what you want with your life. Quit being so stuck in the mud. Don't be a stick in the mud. Pick your ass up. I feel like somebody's doubting themselves really badly today. No, none of that around here. We need to get out of any low vibrational energies, and we need to pump up the volume by talking to spirit, getting right with spirit. Get some sage, cleanse the space, cleanse your area, take a spiritual bath or a shower. Cleanse your mind. Now, we're going to get some new beginnings messages and see what the dealio is for this reading. Alright, here we go. Let's see what New Beginnings has to say. My ears are heating up, both of them. I mean, like, flushes, like I feel like there's a heating pad on my head on high. Spirit. What do we got, Spirit? What do we got, Spirit? I'm just what you need. This one. Both of these. Yes. How many from here? One. How many, Spirit? Just. How many? Just one. Okay. I'm just what you need. He or she is trying to trap your soul in the darkness, not the light. Run. Spell work. Who? There's a divine masculine that's lingering, that feels a shift in energy being pulled from his feminine's energy is being pulled from him, and he can tell, and he's sending ill will, trying to send that darkness. That's why I'm saying pay attention to the moon cycles and purge that energy that you're feeling, all that darkness. It's because somebody's sending you darkness. Karmic is sweating now. He or she knows the end is for them is near, and it's like that divine. It's a masculine energy that's showing up as possible divine masculine, maybe a karmic masculine wannabe divine. I don't know. They know that's why they're sweating, and they're sending that darkness to try to pull somebody's energy back. Trying to make you feel like you're unlovable. A witch coven is attacking every energy around you. You know, like I said, there's some karmics. There's a masculine energy that's pulling energy. I feel like it's just it's like he's sucking light energy and then spewing darkness. And he feels like somebody's taking that light away from him, and he's spewing even more darkness because that's all that's surrounding him, and he's overly frustrated, and he's angry, and he's mad, and he feels like somebody's like pulling their love back, like somebody doesn't care. I don't hear nothing from you anymore. Last thing you were acting like a brat, and la 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 la, just spewing darkness. And they feel that this person's pulling their energy back and giving it to somebody else, and they're sweating, and they're attacking every energy around you. It's not cool. Trying to make you feel unlovable, trying to put self-doubt in your mind. Clear yourself in your space, my friend. Sage, what was I saying before? Pray, meditate. I know what I feel. Yeah, go get yourself on your hands and knees with your crystals and go talk to spirit. Go have a heart-to-heart, surrender to the divine. We'll purge it. I promise you, you will feel better, and then go take a shower. With clear, open, and loving intentions. If you need to go call somebody, go make a phone call. Yeah, because when you're with your person, they're pure bliss. How many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being with you is pure bliss. Your love soothed my broken soul. Do you still feel for me like you used to? Because I know that we're tapped all the way in between the half God, half devil. And let's expand this loving family, because I just want to say you're sick like me up here in the bed. And always we are perfect, a perfect pair. Do you still feel for me for me like you used to? And all I see is engagement. Somebody's spiritually and emotionally tapped all the way. I see tantric connection, spiritual path, spiritual journey, spiritual connection, divine union, tapped all the way in. Both people are going to be divinely gifted and spiritually protected, even if people look at them as a half god, half devil, because in the divine's eyes, they're nothing but angels. And that the Holy Divine wants them to expand the loving family so that they can bring more love into the world. And it all starts with that person getting that engagement ring and doing what they got to do to get to that person and ask just one question and do it the right way with love and purity and pure, hopeless, romantic intentions. Oh, I feel my heart is fluttering, my stomach's fluttering, like, bring out the hopeless romantic. Don't get mad. He doesn't want anybody to get mad. He's like, I just can't handle being yelled at, ridiculed, bullied. I just don't want to have to deal with the ridicule and the tongue lashings I'm going to get. I don't want people to get mad at me. Hold me, lover, and never let me go, because that's all I want. I don't want people mad at me. I just want to be loved. And I lied, and I got myself into a predicament, and now I gotta dig myself out of this fucking hole I just dug myself in. And I'm like 10 feet down, upside down, trying to figure my shit out. What else, Spirit? Poor guy. Feels like he's emotionally in a world of hurt. You're truly gifted. Tapped all the way in. Yeah, hello. Spiritually awakened, spiritually awakening, I'm being told. Divinely gifted. Can I say these things? Fine. Seer, healer, empath, intuitive, manifester, high priestess, high priest. They do exist. The emperor, the empress. This is the test that's going to make it or break it for us, and that's why you have to get out of any complacency. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is the test that's going to make it or break it for us. You being alive as a gift to this world is going to be part of what you say when you ask them to marry you. What you energetically stole is about to be taken back, and then some. Prepare yourself. Who? Oh, it's that masculine energy, that witch part. That's part of that witch coven. That's attacking energies. Yeah, that karmic. That's sweating. That knows that it's almost over for them. Yeah. That was what I was saying about somebody pulling their energy back. And that's why they're sending out the darkness, is because they can feel it. Let's give him something to talk about. Yeah, and that's why he's talking dirty. It's because it's giving him something to talk about. It's literally to talk out loud about. Like, she is pulling back. Like, I know she is. I feel it. It's her whole persona towards me's changed. I can feel it in the air. That's got him talking out loud about it. Come sit on my lap and show me how much you love me. Cozy up with me, baby, by the fireplace, and let me love you down. Keep grinding hard. You got it. Look, keep grinding hard. Go grind harder if you need to. If you're still feeling low on, do what you got to do. Okay? It's only for a little while. Just go get what you need to get, save up, stack up your cash, and do what you got to do. Because if you want to cozy up with your baby by the fireplace and love that person down and have them come sit on your lap and show you how much they love you, you better get your ass to grinding hard. Get your ass tapped all the way the fuck in and realize that you're truly gifted. Quit being worried about people getting mad at you. You need to build tough skin. How many, Spirit? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. This magic is in my blood, and the Holy Divine gave me this gift. Yet you are, if you tap all the way in and realize that you're truly gifted, and realize that you were being gifted by blood and by blood in your magic in your blood, yeah, I can bring a little hell. I feel your soul breaking apart. That's why this person's bringing a little hell. By casting darkness towards people, causing self-doubt and issues, and not getting the reaction that they want. That's why they're bringing a little hell. Just to kiss your cheek will blow my mind. Love at first sight. I'm just seeing this karmic masculine. I'm just calling him a karmic masculine. That's all I'm seeing, because he's on the verge of either stepping into his true divinity and going on this journey that is it a twin flame journey? Kind of. I'm being shown two different masculines. One that's just being a prick and throwing darkness because he's not getting what he wants, and the other one's trying to save himself from going down the rabbit hole, that just wants to kiss the person that blows his mind and that he fell in love with at first sight, that he wants to get engaged to. Oh, golly. What else, Spirit? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just my notes for when I title this video. Somebody was paying attention. Please, my love, be my baby mama. Well, yeah, starts with getting your ass over there and getting engaged. And getting your sexual healing. How many? 3. 1, 2, 3 plus 1 more. Okay, there we go. So sexual healing. Whoops. Get you your sexual healing. Be grateful for what you have before it's too late. Yeah. Because if it's too late and then you have to go back and make amends for all the things and try to get it back, you may not make it in time. You're spellbound. Like I said, there's dark magic and dark energies being sent your way, because that wannabe divine masculine, or somebody that's supposed to be divine masculine that's not being a divine masculine, that's being a pompous jerk, is having all that energy pulled back. There's a tower that's crumbling around him because he feels the energy of this feminine pulling her energy back, giving it to somebody else. He's probably witnessing it in his dreams, probably feeling a very different kind of vibrations, possibly seeing and knowing what's going on up here, and it's like causing a tower to crumble around them. Maybe losing money, maybe fucking up at work, maybe losing relationships, maybe having to end relationships, whatever the case may be. They feel that somebody's soul is breaking apart or breaking free from somebody else. That's what I'm seeing. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like that his girl's pulling her energy. Well, what are you doing? Are you being a pompous ass? Yeah, you're being a pompous ass. Don't be a jackass. Because if you are, this is what's going to happen. And all that love and attention that she was giving you, that she's pulling back from you, you're going to go to somebody that wants it. May have a little issue with his confidence at the moment, but he wants it more than anything. That's why he's looking at that ring, trying to figure out sizes, trying to figure out what he's going to do to propose, because it's going to be a very romantic, beautiful thing. It's going to feel like a pre-wedding honeymoon. And it's going to be all the snoo all the time, and the sexy lingerie and the romanticals. Yep. And the dinner with the candles and the wine and the champagne and the flowers and the strawberries with the chocolate and the cuddles and the love. And I just see somebody like modeling beautiful, elegant lingerie, and just come over here and sit on my lap and let me hold you and just kiss you and love you and just be there with you in your presence. Like, that's all I'm seeing. That's all he wants. But because somebody's up in their ego, we have a Houston, we have a problem. And now this poor masculine is stuck up in his head and needs to find spirit and get deeper into his spirit. And I take these, how many? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I saw whore. Sorry, when it starts burning the stick, it makes a really nasty smell. Okay, whore in this moment. This wannabe divine masculine, or the supposedly divine masculine that's not being a divine masculine. Are you dealing with these types of people? Gold diggers. This feminine's realizing something ain't right, pulling her energy back, giving it to somebody who deserves it, and you're getting mad. I don't like it. Let me see you move your body, because there's a love like no other. We got a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. Let me see you move your body, because there's a love like no other. Love at first sight. Yeah. Like, both these masculines, are you attracted? Oh yeah, big time. She's my divine feminine. It's a twin flame journey. But I got things I'm doing, being deceptive over here as well, lying, being a jerk. I pulled back and I wanted to see how far she would go, and she got sick of my ways and she's pulling back and she's not giving me what I want. I was hoping she'd rage, lose her mind, and give me a reason to boot her to the curb, but in reality, she's doing everything right and I have no reason to fucking kick her to the curb, and now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. She's pulling her energy back because I don't obviously deserve it, and now I'm getting pissed off because I'm a spoiled brat and I have too big of an ego, and yeah. Now it's going somewhere else. So I'm going to send that person dark energy, or anybody that may be encountering her is going to get my energy, my nasty toxic, because, you know, like I'm going to act like a witch coven that's attacking every energy that surrounds the divine feminine because I'm a jerk. That's got too big of an ego, thinking that they're God's gift to the world. And because he sees this as what it is, he thinks because he's the emperor, he gets to act like a pompous jerk and get away with it. Yeah, I don't think so, sir. This is a divine union under the Most High God. Not, you know, any of that toxic bullshit. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? You need to keep in mind who you truly are, the chosen one. Oh, yeah, that's why she's pulling her energy. How many? How many? 10. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You need to keep in mind who you truly are. No one knows what it's like to be this kind of sad man. Yeah, somebody stuck up in depression because they're trapped under a freaking dark magic being cast at them that they have no idea. Never try to be someone you're not. This is being sent to that divine masculine. Don't be somebody you're not. So let your creative side shine. Yeah, tap into that karmic masculine with the depression that's having the dark magic. Yeah, use your creative side to get through this. Channel it into something creative, you know, on top of prayer and meditation. Because if you don't, you need to... It's time to close that distance between you so you can break any spells. Don't just wish, actually do something about it. Yep. The spell here she put on me blinded me to who you really are. And I'm just seeing karmic gold diggers, divine masculine, spell work, black magic, that witch coven, dark energy, just ill intent, bad intentions, all of that. And it just blinded you to the situation. How could you lie about me like that? That's another thing about, like, please don't get mad. Yeah, it's about those lies. He wants her to hold him. Now that I have you, I'm never going to let you go. Yeah, but right now you need to do something about it. You need to break any spells, and the only way that's going to happen is by closing that distance, closing any separations, getting out of any separations, closing any distances, and getting engaged. Having that first, once you're engaged and you have that first tantric encounter, all that lovely snoo with all the romantic lingerie and all of that stuff, yeah, once all that happens, holy crap, the whole world may know about it through an energy shake. I just see a vibration that pulses through the entire planet. And all this divine masculine has to do is just end it. He's like, I'm not going to end it. I'm going to bring my ass on, see if I can try to save this. The thing is she'll let you in just to date, to see where your intentions are, just to see what you're up to. However, if this masculine comes back with all, I don't know, you may get kicked out of your throne one way or another. Because of being a low vibrational energy. Throw in spell work, keep it all, okay. No matter how much you want to slow dance, pray with everything you got right now, and maybe tap into the, the energy of Aries. We saw a lot of Aries out here too. Maybe you need to tap into the fuel that is Aries, the god of war. Get out of your low vibrational energy and realize that it's spell work, and think about the slow dancing with your baby girl, because this divine masculine, if you want this, don't be a low vibrational energy. Don't be an egotistical brat. Shallow-minded narcissist. These are all words I'm seeing pop up in the crystal ball. Yep, and do any apologizing that you need to. Maybe go listen to that song for some motivation by Five Finger Death Punch. Go listen to Ivan Moody. They are trying to pull one over on a divine being. Yeah, that divine masculine, it's the other way around. He's not trying, he's trying to pull one over on anybody that comes in contact with this divine feminine. It's like he is spewing venom in their direction. Any other person that's not them, and anybody that she, like maybe her kids or whatever, even then maybe anybody that gets her attention that's not him, he's probably spewing venom at them, saying all nasty kinds of things, hurtful, mean things that would probably get his mouth washed out with soap. If I ever heard that shit actually come out of somebody's mouth, like, I would actually wash their mouth out. Somebody's gifted and their love is healing. That's that divine feminine. I mean, all three of these energies are divinely gifted. But the thing is, one of them is losing their gifts because of their energy levels and what they're doing and what they're spewing, because they're not realizing the Holy Spirit is watching everything. And there's somebody that's invested too much time to give up that easy. But the thing is they're not going to give energy to toxic people, no matter how much effort they put in and how much time and energy was invested. If it's just going to stay in a low vibrational thing on a vicious cycle that will stay on repeat, then no, it needs to end, no matter how much time was invested. No matter if it's a divine union, a twin flame journey, it doesn't matter. The energy, things need to change. This low vibrational nonsense needs to stop. Spell work needs to stop being sent. Bad darkness needs to stop being sent. Realize that you're gifted, and if you want to stay gifted and divinely protected and blessed, you need to get out of this problem. If you want to stay on this twin flame journey, you better get your freaking mind right before it's too late, and realize that there's no other better love. How many more, Spirit? 1, 2, and 3. Let's Yes, exactly. Less talk, more doing. Get your ass up and fix things. We work too hard to be together to let you and your bullshit come between us. Yep. You're awakening to what reality is. Yeah, that this person isn't going to take your shit and let your bullshit come between you, and they're going to pull back their energy until you realize what you're doing, and then you come back and you get awakened to what reality is and come apologize. Yeah. Yep. One way or another, whether it's the masculine that's supposed to be divine masculine, or this masculine that's in this karmic state right now, having dark magic and spell work thrown at them, that's causing them to be in a depressed state and getting into their head thinking that they can't accomplish the things that they want, like getting to the point where they get engaged. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages, Spirit? How many? 2. What do we got here? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Come here, girl, and let me love you just right. See, here's what I'm seeing. It's this masculine that's in that karmic state that's being affected by the dark magic and the spell work. Yeah, him. Once he gets his head out of his butt and finds his confidence and gets to where he needs to be to have this engagement, and he's going to say, come here, girl, let me love you just right. And what he's going to say to this supposed divine masculine over here, he's going to be like, don't hate the player, hate the game. I got here. I did what was right. I put in the work. I did the steps. Spirit guided me here. All of this, and now you got booted and you got to go. Okay? Like, yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And he's going to have swag about the whole thing, and he's going to be a gentleman. He's going to show this, he's going to boss up, and he's going to outshine this masculine. He's going to show him what a real gentleman's like, looking like a boss. Woo, yeah. Looking fly, bro. Boss up. Yes, I see you in that suit with your high and tight, and you looking all groomed and taken care of and loved. Yes. Yes, I see you with that smile like, I am the man. I am the boss. My baby knows how to treat me. I am the true emperor here. You tried, but you couldn't fucking hang. Yep. He's gonna realize that he's gonna step out of that. How many, Spirit? Go listen to Love Song by 311. Get your mind right. Realize that this person completes you. Maybe they're seeing something you don't. Yeah, Spirit is preparing you for your truth, that this is a twin flame journey that's going to have to take a swing to the right here and go off over here to somebody that's going to step into their divinity. And, maybe they're seeing something you don't. Yeah, it's that spell work. That's Spirit. That's that spell work that Spirit's doing. And they're preparing you somehow and that's what you need to meditate and pray about. That's what I'm being told. That's why this darkness and all this jumbled feeling is happening, is because you need to have a conversation with Spirit so he can prepare you for the truth, tell you about whatever spell work and dark magic, and then you need to journal. Write it all down. Anything else, Spirit? No. Can I close this reading? Okay. Yeah. So basically, final messages are: go get yourself to praying. Realize that you have somebody that's supposed to be divine masculine, trying to pull somebody's positive energy away from them, and realizing that they're losing it because of how they're acting, and now they're spewing dark venom everywhere. Anybody that could come in contact with this person, they're getting it right now. Feeling like shit, probably physically ill, mentally not right, like down and depressed in the dumps, like feeling like they're in the pits, man. Just understand what it is. Pay attention to the moon phases. Like I said, get you that book, get you those cards, pay attention to your zodiac signs, learn about it, pay attention to your horoscopes, do what you got to do, worry about the planetary alignments, all of that, okay? I close this reading. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, for protecting and guiding me through this. Thank you for the energies that have come through. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you. I close this reading. All right. I'm going to just quickly sage, because I just, like I said, that I feel that darkness, like there's definitely, this masculine's definitely up to something. I don't really appreciate it. I don't even know. I don't feel any darkness lingering around me, but I always stay prayed up. I always sage and protect myself. So, you know, but I think more people need to do more balancing of their spirituality and their practicality, you know. But and I really think somebody needs to go get their finances and their hustle on and quit being complacent, because if they want to have the happily ever after, somebody's got to do something about it. All right, where are we at? Oh, an hour and 10 minutes, not too bad. Guys got a good reading. I'll come back on later once we get back from the doggy park. We're gonna go play with puppies after we get Loki outside and let the kids play and the dogs play and all the things. So, all right, you guys. For now, just know Gigi loves you. I'll see you guys later. Till then, light, love, and blessings. Bye, guys.